Hello, this is Jared playing Oxygen Not Included, and today I'm back with the Bionic dupes. Last time I believe we got Atmos suits for everyone except for one of our 6 Bionic dupes. I guess that's Zeta. We'll get them a little bit more reed fiber. This Draco egg. Actually make this a priority. And I was thinking to myself, I eventually need to get this Draco to get a glossy type, and eventually I'll make some plastic. But between the last time I was playing, I realized, oh, wait a minute. I can just make a polymer press. I mean, we did a whole travel to this asteroid over here to bring back crude oil, amongst many other things. So the plan is to have some crude oil dumped right there. I'm just going to take a second to take a little bit of this crude oil. Have that physically brought down right there. Alright, and then let's have that start to be emptied right in this location. Ah, wrong element. What? Oh. Okay, no, not crude oil. I need to process it first. Whoops. Alright, we'll see if this works any better with the actual oil refinery going in between. So we'll take some of this crude oil. It's going to go in here. This guy can go in here. And then that's what we're going to ultimately be aiming for. So we'll have this go in like that. A little jump to get across there. Bring in heavy wire. Oh, look at this, Draco. Yeah, it would have taken quite a bit of time to get some plastic this way. Eventually, that's how I'll get most of my plastic, but I get a little bit more plastic earlier on than I would have otherwise. Maybe have more crude oil, 24 tons. Brings some of the... Actually, that might be enough, maybe. We'll start with that. Okay, so the middle section is done, so we can put a tile right there. Hold on, just checking. You're a tame critter, right? Yeah, okay. Otherwise, I wouldn't want a young wild critter to be in a stable. Oh, and I see we need another tile right there. Think about lighting. I don't think that's probably the most important thing. Hold on. Actually, don't know where the dupes stand. Okay, I thought it was there. So if I did this, that would technically pick them up while they were using this. Okay, that's what I was hoping for. So I made this thing out of steel because I'm expecting it to get warm. I don't need a massive amount just to be safe. Maybe we'll do a quick temperature check. There we go, plastic. Now I can make steam turbines, which unlocks so much for me right now. Okay, I guess I do need a little bit more crude oil. Let's go over and start the process of having some of this brought down. There's 5 tons. We'll keep the rest of it up there for now. And for the first time, 900 kilograms. How much do I need for steam turbine? Not enough, apparently. I need 200. Well, that should work us out till we get several steam turbines. I'm definitely going to start to use those very soon. But Cedric had pointed out this setup here might be extremely ineffective. So maybe I'll aim to fix this area up. So we'll start off with a little deconstruction and move some of these critters out of the way. We're going to be putting in a heating system. Actually, let's just make sure that I've got the technology. Liquid temperizer, yes. Let's also get some of this stuff out of there, because this is going to be an area that will be sealed off from the dupes. This out of the way as well. Get that muck root out. Why can you not? Something's wrong here. I want you up here. There we go. Alright, so we'll get some this gone. We'll put in some liquid that we can do some heating. That's probably just going to be some water. So I'll start loading that in now. Did I just miss something? I had 2 oil slickers. And there's only one there. This is really strange. I'm going to go investigate. Because I feel like... Oh, hold on. Unless... There's one that made... No? You're a wild guy. I'm going to wrangle you so that you'll be... Well... Actually, you know what I just find this bizarre... Oh, no. He can't get past... There. I'm going to go back to the start of the cycle and see what happened here. Beginning cycle 153. Okay, just 1 slicker. I was sure I had 2. I was sure I had 2 in there. So confused. I might go back to another cycle just before, just to verify there isn't anything funny going on. Start of cycle 152. See, I have got 2 of these guys. So I don't know what happened. I may restart back at this point, but unless maybe that slicker got lost, how? I'm not entirely sure. So as far as I'm concerned, maybe is just that the game deleted one of these guys. So we'll try this again. We're going to put you there and you there. We can see there is 2. Destroy all of this. Now we got to go back. Make sure that the same thing doesn't happen all again. Did the same thing just happen again? What? What? Apparently I'm going to have to watch this a little more carefully. Let's get that door created. I'm going to move these guys one at a time. Alright, so let's move you up here. Wrangle. Pick up. Drop off. Okay, let's move you up here. Wrangle. Pick up. Drop off. Okay, was that so hard? Okay, disassemble that. We're going to have to redo some of the stuff. I guess we're already caught up over there. More crude oil looks like is needed. It's been destroyed. Let's put in some bins here and start getting some of that material out of the way.
So cleaned out most of this. We're going to start dumping in some liquid, and I figured, well, we're going to want to heat up that liquid, so why not put in some hot liquid to start with? And so we'll do a little bit of insulating line from the metal refinery and use that instead. Dumping it down there. All right, and wrangle you. I'll have to ask for a little bit of metal to be made. Why not make some more steel? Oh, is that going to be too hot for the liquid? I guess we'll find out. Put in a little bit of insulation on this line too. Okay, we're able to manage that. Oh, and not needing you to go in there actually. And let's do some sweeping on that. Alright, so we'll let that fill up and we can do another project. With the plastic and the ability to make steam turbines, I'm thinking one of the first things I want to do is to cool off the Oh, this guy's dormant. How long are you going to be dormant for? Eruptions, average. Local colony lacks. Okay. I wonder if this is actually. Well, let's clear this out, anyways. Essentially, just want to take all this stuff and get it out of the way. We'll have to do analysis. Assign a research ability for that. Beta's doing some analysis on this hydrogen vent, but this has me thinking. This guy is dormant. We do have some hydrogen saved up here. We also have some natural gas saved up here. Don't forget we also have some solar panels, but this has me concerned. If we do run out of all of this stuff and we can't charge up batteries, it's not going to be pretty. So I think I might spend some time setting up some steam turbines to drive some power from all of this hot material at the top of this asteroid. Before we do that, I'm going to put in a cooling system because the steam turbines themselves have to stay cool. We're going to need a little bit of water to do that, so we've got a water line that's going to be going up. Check that, so still making more steel up there. Still relying on just a small amount of petroleum at that location. Whoa. To cool off. I do want to save some crude oil for other things. And is the dupes able to scoop in here? They are not. Unless I put in a little bit of liquid. So because I'm building this in space, I'm going to need some drywalling. This whole area is protected from radiation, which is good. So we've got enough water there for our system. Let the last little bit of steel to be produced out of that. Let's also take a quick second to make sure we still have 2 of these guys. We do. Good. Maybe set a temperature of 25. If the cooling liquid, probably water, needs to be cooled. If it's above, rather 25, do some cooling. Initially, the only thing that's going to be cooling is keeping this steam turbine cool, but as we add more that are going to be designed for power, we'll be able to get, we'll need to keep those cool too. So there is some water. Hold on. Not certain we're ready for water just yet. Okay. Okay, so that's all the steel. Let's take that out. So we'll bring up some of that steel for this thermo aqua tuner. We'll need some of that plastic for this steam turbine. Nice thing about building this in space, I don't need to worry about insulating around, though I'm insulating here just for the purpose of doing some piping through. Zeta, come on now. That's not what you were supposed to do. Let's try this again. I'm also going to try to minimize the amount of water. We'll see what we can get away with. My thinking here is doing some recent experimentation with these guys. In fact, might just be able to get this. Is if the less water that's in here, or steam ultimately, the less heat that transfers to these guys. We'll see if there's anything to that. So there's a little bit of liquid. I may end up having to add more, so we'll keep water on this standby. Let's have this whole system start running. Looping around, I guess technically. I've got that backwards, don't I? Nuts. Okay. So I'm going to reverse these. We'll also make the steam turbines that are going to be generating power for us over here. Put this back in place. So this is going to go in from the top and then make its way down. Coming through some of this bisylite. Undo the change over here. But we collect some of this. Collect. Where'd it go? Oh, you guys are consuming bisylite. Right. Forget about that. Okay. So, I mean, that's not a problem. Okay. Let's check on this system. This is going round. Current temperature is 19, so you wouldn't expect it to be doing anything just yet. We're going to put in some of our cooling system. We're going to go back and forth with conductive panels. I might put this in a hole in power plant, so starting putting some tiles above, just in case I decide to do that in the end. This is where we're going to be dumping liquid in. I'm going to be choosing when I dump liquid in based on whether we need power or not. No sense wasting this heat if we don't need power for a certain time. Put this back in. Maybe get this area cleaned up once more. Did we ever finish? No, not yet. I guess beta's actually prioritizing on construction. So we've poked into this area. It's nice the bisylite just gets picked up like that. I'm going to try values of 70, 90 to start with. Might put a quick pause on this and see if I can turn my attention back to here. Just to make sure these guys get warmed up. I'm going to be putting in liquid tempedizer now that we've got water down in here. If I ever do use the metal refinery, I might be wondering why it's not working. So let's make sure we get this like that. Okay, and just need to decide what temperature to make this. In order to keep them as slicker, we don't want it to be over 100. Well, so we definitely don't want it to be over 100. That water would turn up steam. Between 20 and 60 is when they become the long hair, which we don't want. So we want above 60 degrees. So maybe 70. If it's below 70, this guy can run. So it should be getting a true signal. Oh, it actually is above that right now. Okay. Let's put this in there. Seal this whole thing up. Put a tile right there too. Zeta probably shouldn't be allowed over here. Okay, so that encapsulates that. We could plug this in now. Bring back down our critters and figure out how the rest of this is going to go. Obviously, we don't want the whole area to be heated up, so let's insulate this. Feel like a liquid airlock would also be smart. Probably put that in too. So we are moving these critters back down. I want to carefully watch this and make sure both of them make it. We're also going to send a carbon dioxide line. I'll decide how that's going to now. Let's just do 1 and 2. Should be easy enough for that. We've got 1 and 2 critters. Okay, thank goodness. This guy here is disabled by... Oh, right, because it's already warm enough. And I want to put in a... Okay, probably shouldn't have moved those guys in just yet. Actually, hold on. Can't remember. I feel like that type of door is going to have a problem with that heat. Yeah, with a manual door and you have it above 75 degrees, is that a problem? I can't remember. I I guess we'll find out soon. I'll rather not make it out of steel, but let's watch this carefully, because I might come back and have to switch that for steel. Alright, so now that we've got that, let's put you in here, so that you guys stay on this side. Oh yeah, I don't want... Now, a pump I know for certain is going to have to be made out of steel. Put that in. Take out the liquid. We want to put in a liquid airlock. Make that out of some crude oil. Already have some sitting right there, so how convenient. Need a little bit more metal, especially for this heavy wire line. We're on a metal poor asteroid. So I'm going to continue working on this, but I did realize that we are very low where we're pulling in water. So I'm going to build a pump over here, actually starting to put in conductive wires made out of lead. With this, let's see if we can get kind of like this pattern is what I'm hoping for. Oh, we might have to destroy some of those... Actually, that's really weird that this is connected 4 ways, but even though it's not really connected to anything at the top or left. Take one of these, bring them to the top like that. Alright, let's take this crude oil, empty that. You can see that we're going to have to take this out, that out. Oh, that was not enough. Okay. Oh yeah, we're in the grams. Okay, maybe if I just put a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there. Take that, empty that, take this, empty that. Okay, now it'd be really nice if that was a vacuum. Oh, already is a vacuum. Awesome. This would be more of just a redundant one, but I'm going to put that in anyway. So there'll be another vacuum tile right there. Let's destroy that. Let's put in that right there. These guys are still a little cool. Maybe we should up that to 90. Complaining of no power. Oh, yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Check on this pump. Alright, so we've got water converging up there, so that is not the last of the water. The system is running. Gonna get these guys even warmer. Got a vacuum there, a vacuum there. The only thing we don't have is actually sending in carbon dioxide, so maybe we'll do just that. There we go. Maybe hit this bypassing that. That's well, not that I'm actually producing any more plastic at the moment. Okay, so with that, that's looking better. Just wonder if there is... Oh yeah. Maybe actually need to hook this up. So there's some carbon dioxide for you guys. we've got warmer temperatures on the way. And up here, I think we're ready to do a little bit more work. So for our power setup here, let's put in some obsidian ladders so we can get across, dig this out, and be able to get the dupes out. Be quite nice when we can get Zeta with the suit as well. Oh. Maybe put in some of that. I'm not sure that we actually... Okay, there we are. Alright, I think we're ready to seal this off. Wait a minute. I might want to have one sort of ability. I was just thinking of Zeta's situation. That might actually be improved if I move this Draco to an area with hydrogen. The one thing is, I'm going to move them up here, but we want some of this food to start to grow, so we'll start that now, and then I'll hopefully move them back later. Technically, that's a little bit of metal we can get. Actually, you know what? That grows pretty quickly. Why don't we just throw this guy in now? If he ends up being hungry, we can always bring him back. Alright, that should allow me, in fact, probably already have the order. No, I don't. Order in for another Atmos suit for Zeta. Check on these guys. 75 degrees. It says body temperature low. It might just be that they're slowly warming up. Body temperature 27.3. Maybe kind of going up a bit. Okay, that's fair. The thing up here I'm waiting on is just a little bit of steel. I'd like to be able to have a door I can open and close here, as I may want that as an option. So we'll ask for a little bit of steel to be produced. Be with plastic too. Just curious if we want one. We'll come back to that later. Let's check on this guy. Alright, so while in hydrogen, he can start to increase his scales. 13% per cycle, at least while he's in the hydrogen section. And there's a sharing station in there. It's not powered up. Oh yeah, okay. Guess we can just run a wire. In fact, since we've got low metal, we'll do this out of conductive wire. Okay, and there is the ability to make a steel door. I'll put that in here. So with a little bit of steel, we're going to put a door here. And the thinking is, actually, can I pop? I don't know. Nah, let's not bother. But yeah, sometimes when things are really hot, you don't need to have all these open to get the same amount of power. In fact, that's probably almost certainly going to be the case to start with. So I'll close this. When things cool down, I'll have the ability to open this should I decide. But I think we're going to be ready to seal this off. Have some a line of just a little bit of water that we can send into the system. certain that that even needs to be insulated, but I'll make it insulated nonetheless. And maybe even block this whole area off to make it a power plant. Oh, hold on. It's not going to work. Okay, so we'll move that wire up. Put a door in right there. I think we're actually ready to get started. Oh, whoa. I can't remember. Did I put cooling on the battery? Oh, no. I didn't complete the cooling line altogether. Or put it on the battery. Okay, so cooling line going through all of this. But I just need to make sure it hits that last battery. Obsidian, it's just more wiring needed before. No sense putting this on unless we actually have power we can get. Shoot, something seems to be wrong. Our water is not cycling through like it needs to. So just to store a little bit of extra water to make sure that the line is running, put in a liquid reservoir. Also going to bypass this so we don't stock it up with more water or too much. Maybe that wasn't the problem. Okay, what? Oh. Not paying attention to direction here at all. It needs to go... Okay, maybe I didn't actually need that then. This would go like that. Then this could go like that. I mean, we might as well... if we could actually... Just because we're short metal, maybe... Oh, I'll keep it for now. That way, if there's any more extra slack, we won't be in a problem. One more pipe. Need it right there. Just want to make sure. Okay, so that is going to be rolling through. Keeping all these machines, including the battery, cool. Let's just make sure if I actually plug the battery in now. Let's look at its temperature. Yeah, that is not keeping it cool. Not enough. Move this guy over. Just so that I can see if I can get in 2 conductive panels. We'll see if that will do. If that doesn't do, I'll figure out how to move the smart battery down here. Oh! And our hydrogen vent is going again. Alright, well, let's finish this up. Find out if this is going to work. Of course, we're going to make sure we've got our automation wire moved over just a bit. Make room for a door on this side. Bring in our heavy wet wire. Okay, I feel like I'm a little bit concerned that this is not going to be enough, but we'll find out here in a second. Alright, so this is connected now. So the temperature of the battery is... This time it's kind of 24. It's just maybe. Okay. I think we may have it. Okay. Let's do the next part. Okay, just forgot that since I recreated the battery, try 7090. We'll have a little bit of water brought in, just a small amount. I can control that by cutting that. So just a single space or tile of liquid. Oh, I said just a single. Might want to, but we'll start with one. Okay, so you will make your way in so that well, hold on. Problem with my controller. Alright, I'm back and I can move again. Where were we? Alright, oh yeah. So yeah, that water was being lined up. Question is, it is green right now. So in theory, that should allow it to pass. It's going to make steam. It's probably not enough. Oh! It's quite a bit. Oh, whoa. Oh, I was like, you're not dumping more in. No, that's just the steam that's coming through the whole system. Okay. I think that is too thin, so I'm going to put in that extra drop. Cut that. Oh, and look at this. It's a power plant. Zeta going right to town on that. Zeta, I'm going to try to make your suit as soon as we can. This might actually be a problem, this door here. Blocking, as you can see, 4 of these are going in, and we're getting the full output, which is kind of why I did that, but it's more of an issue of getting liquid over here. Almost think I should have had a second drop off over there, but I think it'll be all right. Anyways, apart from the fact that maybe I didn't give myself enough space for steam to kind of make its way over here, we have a steam turbine generating some power with us with these Bionic dupes. Let's check that this battery is slowly getting... yeah, I'm going to be watching that carefully. The other thing I've got to watch, actually, the steam turbines themselves. It's fighting with it. It's losing, as in the temperature of this is going up and up and up. Okay, I've got a backup plan. I think that's as far as I might go today. But if this cooling, yeah, there may have to be some sort of change there, or maybe not. We'll see. So we did that. The other thing that we did is made these guys happier. Mood is glum, though they're wild. Why would that matter? Body temperature is still low. Maybe I'll make that 95. No, 95. Just for a little bit of extra heat. Also wonder if I should send in some liquid water. Help interact this whole setup. Well, we'll come back to them. Maybe they'll warm up. Maybe they just need more time. The other thing that I need to watch is this guy here, because as soon as we get more reed fiber, you're currently, where are you at scale growth? 23%. I'll have all dupes with some Atmos suits. Anyways, this is the Energy Vampires. Thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'll see you next time.